Yeah, hello, welcome back. I'm trying to find some time for this one for the UG MEXT Scholarship, but it's been delaying. I hope I'll clear it live now. I think you can see the screen. Yeah, so I'll quickly go through the application document, and maybe there may be more details because this undergrad application. It's from my understandings. Maybe there may be some things which I cannot explain. Please do yourself, or maybe contact the embassies. That's what I could say because I don't want to lie something. If I know only I can guide you. So, okay. So this is the application document, and this time the major things I just found. I was going through the document, so few things I found very interesting and important. So one information is that they mentioned here clearly don't use the previous forms, previous years, especially these application forms they have mentioned, so that we need to remember because they already mentioned means we don't know what was the expectation or that rule. So that's the one side, that is this one don't use. And next one is this specializations and all you already seen. You may be working already with this the documents. What is this one? Yeah, so with these documents they already you have seen you can select this age restriction and the fields you can select as per your interest. And this one, the percentage is another interesting factor. Many times this is a confusion or the hope. Those who are having less score, they will be hopeful that you may get or not get like that. So I would say that this is true. That issue is true. So I would say like if you are having less score, don't be too much of hopeful. This filtration is very strong. I don't want to say that it is easy. So if you are below 65, that is 12th or even 11th. 12th means those who are graduated already, and those who are studying bachelor's, they will have 12th certificates or the grades already. For those 11th, they will not have now. So the current 12th graduates, they can even see this one, what do you call, they have to maintain this 65% up to 11th, they have to show, I mean, minimum eligibility. This is another important thing, and they have given clearly that Japanese language proficiency will be taken as a priority, those who have the proficiency. So this language will be undergraduate education, so you will be having less English skills, and even here you will be Japanese dependent. So I think that is true. For lifestyle support or even the mandatory living, you need to be supported by yourself. So language requirement is a crucial factor. So can remember, I'm going through whatever I feel finding important or specific. There are so many doubts, some of them I cannot answer because it's not I need to talk to someone, but I'm finding short of time. But let me see what I can go further. This one, the direct placement, those who guarantee who enrolls directly in the university without the preparatory intensive course, 4 years or 6 years for one majoring veterinary medicine in 6 years, so pharmacy, these people. So for those direct placements, you need to additionally add this direct placement form. And for those who are not having direct placement, I think you can ignore this form. So this one, this preparatory course I will recommend, it is good. You will have some more additional and strong learning of the language foundation. So I would recommend you choose it, and it will be good to have the intensive course this route only. And similarly for SCT and STC also it is there, you can explore. For now, this one, yeah, this is for Indian Embassy. And the selection of the initial screening, actually the replies or the embassy response may come from Delhi, but the initial screening and all will be done in the local consulates, and then they'll send to the through the common selection. So the filtration is very strict, so you can choose accordingly. These embassies, you can talk to the local embassies correspondingly. And then yeah, this medical certificate, actually this is a medical certificate. This forms, let's see this one a bit later. So in this one, in the application guidelines, these are the documents you need to submit. So in these documents they have given like 2023, this is almost similar. So you have to showcase that you are graduated previous school or the previous studies, that is one, that is the previous transcripts. And the universities, the university or the school attended, so the graduation certificate. The transcripts, somebody is asking whether it is we require all the grades or all the subjects. If you can, it is good, but they mentioned whatever is given from the school, that is sufficient. The note they mentioned in the right side, You can understand by seeing 6 7. So you can follow the comments in this 6 7. So they are saying you can try to get the certificate from your school which with subjects, or else it is okay to have whatever they are giving and submit, uh, or you can confirm with your embassy, corresponding embassy, how they are treating, we are not sure. So application form and certificate of graduation or school attended and recommendation letter, and also this one also they gave format, but they gave pre-format, so you can choose as the school they can give, so it is not mandatory to use. You can use pre-format also, or there is no effect like pre-format or the given format. Usually it will be okay, it is not connected. And enrollment, these are not mandatory for all, but these are those who are enrolled in the university. This is for this is not for all, these black ones. And language proficiency also, it's not for all. But this original and one copy, again this topic, the originals actually for school certificates I think we can get again, except the final one, but still the school we can get two copies. One is from the school headmaster, they sign and give, and then the college principal they can give one, generate and give you. In that case you need not to worry about giving originals. But if you say SSC, the final one, final certificate, I think that we cannot get again maybe. But still we get, before getting final we get one more version, that is a color printed, the original one. That one you can use for this kind of purposes, and original one keep it with you for until the final selection, you can show directly. I don't recommend of sending the originals and taking the risk. So this application form and these things. And coming back, I think the living expenses and all I'm not going to speak, it's normal only, nothing specific I can say. Direct placement, university education, preparatory education. Yeah, coming to the documents, this is the application and this is a medical certificate. They said to use a new form. This is the new form, please use only this new form, whatever they given this time, that is there in the embassy website. You can download this one, you can only follow this certificate this time, don't use your own format. And inside if there is some doubt and all, I think it's up to your understanding, I didn't go detail. I think it will be normal, the doctors should be able to give this certificate. And this is the recommendation form, but for that they mentioned, they comment in the right side, where is that, the recommendation letter from either teacher or principal last school attended, free format. So it is this is a letter, recommendation letter format, but it can be, the details should be there the similar way. Even if you get please respond, please type, print or put this following, sealed envelope, sign across the seal, return to the applicant. Recommendation is part of the application process and used for admission purpose only. Prompt return candidate is important. Prompt return to candidate is important. MEXT appreciates your assistance, would like to, your comments will be carefully considered. Confidential, address to yourself, to the person you have asked or recommended. If ask the person to complete the form and seal the envelope across and send it back to you. Submit the unopened envelope in your application. So I think somebody is asking, there are 2 copies are required, what to do? Where is 2 copies are required? Recommendation letter, 1 copy, 1 original copy, it is Xerox. So this one somebody is asking how to manage. So in that case I'll recommend get the 2 copies and ask them to give you 1 copy and send 1 copy, 2 seals, 2 covers. That would I would recommend. If they take it serious, means any other formats of recommendation letters will be accepted. So there is no fixed format, but the rule, better get the 2 if they are saying like that, if that is a serious one. And then this, maybe you can use this as a benchmark, these questions, and ask them to answer in like this. These details may be required, tell them, give the details to the person whom you are asking for recommendation. And this is the recommendation, and this is a health certificate, and then this application, and this is same. So remaining things apart from these things, there is another question about in the application document, why it is only 1 page. This is the direct placement placement from, it's not application, this is the application. So direct placement, you can fill those who are interested, the choices as per your interest. So this one, here this is the application form. In this one, the school, this one people are confusing, so I will recommend like go from the bottom, whatever is coming. If it is coming up to here, fill it. If it's not coming, fill it whatever is coming. I think it is possible, like a higher secondary school and a senior secondary school, middle school and a primary school. So we can put 5 years here, another 5 years here, and 2 years here, so it will be empty. Maybe you can leave it like that, or else you go from reverse, plus 2 plus 10th and high school, leave the primary education. This is elementary education, lower secondary, middle secondary. So either way you choose, I think the India, this is from your own embassy, like here it's Indian embassy, they will consider, they know. So see, it's not pre-format for medical certificates, sorry, it is given some format is there. So this one, it fill this one. Another one is yeah, this one choices you can fill. Yeah, these two questions I have discussed previously. Now also I'll give you briefly a suggestion. So I'm talking with PG applicants. The situation for PG applicants is technically very much stronger and very much important. But for you, the UG applicants, these questions you can. What is the trigger for having Japan interest in Japan means? Speaking something so advanced technology may not be so relevant, because it is not possible for everyone to have that much advanced knowledge unless you are really having it. So don't fake it, try to put it something practical. Let's say you're seeing some other recent advancements or some applications or something which is happening in the subject. Let's say the advanced tools or the advanced technology or even Nobel prizes in the particular institutions, they are recent updates. You can connect to them and say that I've been watching so and so, and then this makes it even more interesting and exciting to go there and experience the education from the bachelor's education and till masters or even industry culture. It will be connected, something you say in a practical way, that you the specific reason and you wanted to experience that, and you are so interested and so serious for that. And here we cannot showcase that we are from a background where we don't have any support, and we are only, we can say that education is only the some people have written in the motivation letter, the education is only the way we thought of it will uplift my family or my interest, so we have chosen education as a strong interest, so we want to experience such a world class education facility in Japan. For that I need some support, so I'm applying, like that. You can put, don't put directly the your needs or expectations, put something reason, and then add your additional story a little bit, but not too much, I will recommend. And then what kind of things do you think you can contribute? These both are interconnected questions. Let's say you are interested to come here, this is triggered. So what you will do for your country, or back to the Japan. So what? So many times you may find, even the PG people, even my friends, sometimes we think this is only happening in this field, in this country, this is a maximum, but we don't know there are many things already implemented. We thought it is the latest. That's why I was saying, whenever you have time, watch the PG application guidelines, the research documents, or the how to find the research problem, and all these guidelines I would recommend you to watch also. There we actually go some technical advancements. You need not to showcase that much, but if you know that, you can make some technical reason behind what you can do after coming out. So that's where you are coming out of the selection from the regular crowd. What should be the strongest part of the MEXT user applicants that they can is, first thing is the language that they are saying they are considering strictly, that I am seeing the language reason. Another one maybe this reason, if you can convince them the trigger and the what you can do bilateral relations, it will be stronger. And I think there was another interesting information. I was talking with some of the applicants from other places in the India. So it seems like the tourism sector in India is developed, but Japanese tourism sector is even stronger. So that requires not just tourism; it requires all the disciplines support. I mean, they need the hospitality, they need the interpersonal relations, they need the decorate the architectural design part, they need the technology part, all these things they need. So you may can use that one, the growing as a growing country, and it's a bit some things are advanced in Japan for sure. So you can say that learning and working with them, and then bringing them back to the country, and then together working for the major goal, the common benefit for, and then spreading to the other developing countries together. Maybe that kind of things you can bring. It seems to be interesting. And there are few more yeah, you can put few more things. If you put specifically, like there was a story I was reading, one motivation later from previous years, that also you can put here. They said like the parents, they are working on some electronics, and they found from early stages they have been opening and fixing the electronics. That is a normal thing people do. But maybe if you are a serious person, if you're really doing something like that, you say that I have been doing so and so this repair or maintenance things along with my family, or what do you call, along with my parents. I during the time I found the products from for this electronics or for this mechanical gadget, this country was so powerful, and they're having this much options for the people. So I thought I can also I wanted to generate, it's a trigger for me. I wanted to go a bit ahead and then develop something bigger, and then contribute back to my country and to Japan. Something you can use, some story, connect your story and this one. But after all, whatever you say, it's still some luck factor, people say it is included, but still you can try whatever is until the last second. That I will recommend. So JLPT N5, actually N5 people say like there are these language schools in Japan. I started checking that one. The language school, the minimum expectations N5, it is eligible for N5 people are eligible for 2 years course. N4 is required for 1 year course, 1 year language course, intensive language course. That means N4 is you have to have some knowledge, then 1 more year. N5 means you have 2 years you can study, and then that taking N5 as a qualification for a 2 years language course. So you can think N5 means they may be okay, but if you don't have, I think immediately we cannot get. So go for it. It should be okay. But it's again the factor, like how many people applied this year in your batch, how many of them having N3 or N2. That is a bigger factor. So that one. And then in this application form, these two questions, it is a big one. It's we cannot complete in one day. It's a big question. If I can keep speaking, even if you can add this, we can keep on talking this topic for longer. This is not a short one, it's a longer topic. So I would recommend, trigger can be either anime for some people, and everybody, if you put anime it doesn't look good, so they may eliminate easily anime, and they can put technological advance, the medical devices, and the human this one, maybe people don't know, I can tell you. The Japanese, the development of Japanese in the earlier decades, there was this topic of human centric development. Maybe explore a bit more in the Google search. But I remember from one of the keynote lecture from one professor from Japan, he said human centric development was a forefront in the previous decades. Now it is already in the better state. And the next one, you could say the the user friendly devices are the technology as a user friendly, like take for example agriculture. There are acres of land, very few people, let's say very small crowd is handling with the robots and the machines they can handle, because the machines are not complicated, and the people who are working with that group, they are able to use it very easily, and they are able to fix it by themselves. So that is user friendly. And then the programming part, for those who are aspiring IT and other divisions, maybe you can uh, add this one. Like already this Japanese are investing in a lot of in IT and programming part. They are hiring a lot of people from other countries. So one second. So it may be a good time for you if you are interested for your what to say, your IT or the computers program or artificial intelligence. If you are interested, you can use the same story, and you can say that if learning and contributing in such kind of atmosphere will give you some new problems to work on together. And these user-friendly devices, all this machinery, human-centric development now with computers or the internet of this IoT and AI, it is adding industry yeah, you can call industry 4.0 technologies. All things are a bit advanced for all of you, all divisions. Industry 4.0 means it is like machine learning and artificial intelligence and all these things to the machine. I mean, what to say, there was this presentation in IIT Madras. Yeah, the technology for the products or the utilities around. So something that industry 4.0 you can explore. And yeah, I think that topics are all connected, industry 4.0. And then what kind of things you can do these things to India, so or even other countries. For other countries, if you are watching from other parts of the world, you can see about your country status across the countries, and then say the global picture how it can affect, because your experience or the learning. So that one will be a best one. And then you can connect you, like for PG the application I was saying about research plan documents, I was saying them like you have to be specific to bring some application out of the studies. So I would say similarly, maybe it's too big for bachelors to say I'll do this much, but still you can put something the achievable thing or the possible thing so strongly. You need to convince how strong you are interested in. And then TOEFL IELTS, I think if you this is EJU score, it is also there. Please explore about this more. Language proficiency, of course, it is required. And what if my documents reach embassy and they are incomplete and wrong? Would I be informed this? There will be no response. Actually, these incomplete documents, they clearly mentioned they will be straight away rejecting. They're not even taking because it's a bulk to bulk, like thousands of applicants, and they need to filter out very few. So I think they don't bother. That's what they mentioned somewhere. I don't remember while reviewing. It is said that all the incomplete documents will be rejected. So you need to complete all the documents as much as possible to the best state. So incomplete applications, where is written incomplete? I think it is not. They won't inform. Most of the time, they won't inform. Even last time for PG application, some of them whom I know, they sent. They never acknowledged. Also, it seems. So we will not know. To my understanding, there is some better. You can please explore. You applying for UG this public discussion. Okay, it's up to you if you are able to comfortably share updates. I'm not stopping you. People usually get difficult to share public, because once you say I'm going there, if it didn't come, it will be feeling bad for them to face the other person. It happened with my other friends. So it's up to you if you can communicate. So this one, yeah, undergraduate education documents and this thing, and what else is there? STC, where is STC CT? This is, yeah, research student UZ. This is UZ. This time 12 12 12, and you can imagine the it is for all divisions, total 36 members for from the country. That means the competition levels, it's like the all the engineering, all the medical examinations in India, or even every other country, that competition level you can imagine. And the College of Technology and Specialized Training, for this one I think you may have some advantage of saying what you can do, because this is purely the training based, and you can upgrade to bachelor's and master's and PhD with the same fellowship by putting your grades proper. So I think these things, here also they mentioned don't use the previous years. Here also then don't use the previous years formats. So STC, this is STC. So these courses will be a little interesting, and this is directly straight to like similar to diploma course in India. So it's, you can choose up to your interest, whatever you are finding it flexible. But I would recommend whatever is possible. If you get the opportunity, it's a good thing. But some of my friends told for UG, better I mean, if it is comes, you come here, otherwise don't come with a lot of risks, like that they're saying, because our Indian system is very competitive. It makes you more stronger and more, of course it's tough compared to Japanese undergraduate system. It's all different. We cannot compare as it is, but the motivation or maybe the structure is different. So it's up to you to choose. But this is one of the friend recently when I was asking for the experiences in Tokyo, they are saying this comment like for some people, those who are taking risk and coming for self-funded topic. So this is medical certificate. This is same application for STC also. So STC, and this is CT. CT, it is also similar. I'm not going to repeat. Yeah, this one, I think this major fields key towards related to field of study. So this field of study for STC and CT, they given already the example here in the documents. And you can, by seeing this one, you can even understand what is happening in the Japan or even other countries. The specializations in your domain are the allied areas. You will get to know by reading these titles. It is actually the information document, but if you see the other way around, you can see what is happening in the division and what is the fields of research. I find it's a very useful information. Let's see this mobile phone and this web system and multimedia. This all system comes in information and computer communication and network engineering, materials engineering, air polymers and synthesis of polymers, chemical analysis. It is early stage understanding this much at the intermediate level. I think it is advanced. Usually it's a good information if you can use it in an appropriate way. So any other thing here? Deadline is May 27. So try to complete your documents as soon as possible. And submitting these files, hard copies or soft copies, I'm not finding it clearly. Try to inquire with embassy. I forgot last year I spoke to them, but I think they said envelope and all means I think it should be hard copies. And yeah, these results of class 8 to 12 needed for transcript. That's what I just spoke in the beginning. Actually, the results, if you get all, it is good. Otherwise, if the school doesn't give one school, whichever school you attended, you don't have option. If they can give you, I think you can request them. They said it is need to be included in the document. When I read, it is said that we need to include. It is good to include the transcript. I think in the note, this point 6, number 6. I think it's already, what is the live time? 20 minutes. Okay, I don't want to extend too long. Okay, this one is there. You can read again. I think they're mentioning if possible to get the full. In other way, if I read the same statement again, I may think even it is okay to whatever they're giving, something like that. It reflects both the ways. This particular notification. 8 to 12. So I will only be informed if my application is get selected for first round. For PG, that is the case. You won't know if you're not getting selected or anything. Last time, my other friends, they only get the list in the website, the selected people list only. So they didn't get any communication. And I think they mentioned last time they won't send anything like that. This time also maybe true. It is up to our responsibility to make sure to follow the updates. Okay, I think other doubts actually I don't find it is you need to understand you can do that remaining documents and all. Any other stuff in this one? Are you receiving or scheduled to receiving any of the other fellowships from MEXT or other including home country or this one all won't affect the selection. Social studies and natural sciences, first choice, second choice, measure. Reasons for field of study. Reasons for field selection of field of study and measure. Specify the reasons why you need field of study and measure. This is for STC or UG? This is for UG. So they're asking, yeah, this one some student was asking me. I didn't reply to him. It's been a while. Oh God, I think he might disappointed. So maybe I told to work on it. It's not to wait for my response. These questions, the reasons for the field of study. So these reasons, I think you better specify, like I was telling, the technical way, and what is like, let's say you put some specific one. Don't speak. Usually, that is a tendency when people try to speak for these kind of opportunities. You become more excited and you speak on an overall scale. You forget to go in detail. that's usually happens. So let's say if some students speaking about music, so the Indian music and the Japanese music something, he's talking overall. I think it is, even for companies it takes a lot of years, the big companies also, to get some certain things done. So in undergrad level, if you if you say like that, it doesn't I mean, they won't judge you whether you can do it or not. But if you speak like that, it says that somehow it says that you are not familiar in the depth of the problem, or the speaking what you are speaking. It reflects about your capability indirectly. So that is what they see for judging, to my understanding. So try to put something which is more specific, and more, you can say it's achievable, I couldn't say achievable, this one. Can you please inquire about medical certificate to embassy, as it's so costly? Can you please inquire about the medical certificate? Sorry, I couldn't take any commitment about this. Calling from Japan, I'm in Japan now. Calling from here is more difficult than last time I'm in India. It's more expensive also. Please call yourself and then discuss. I think they're kind enough to help, and even you will understand while calling how to interact. They will sometimes they will be harsh. You feel bad. I mean, they won't respond in a good way, but you can try again. So they given medical certificate format you have to take. If it is expensive and all, we don't have any other option, because it's more people, and they will find the people, I mean, they'll find the sufficient number of applicants who can send, right? So if you say it's costly and all, I think it's our problem, I would say. So try to discuss and try out yourself. Original documents we gave for university, we can get only the copy of them. In that case, I think you can submit the see. Don't say only one set is available with you. I don't agree with that, because for us, even in SSC or even in intermediate, we get one transcript without the final one. There is will be one more original before the final original, something like that, two copies. So you can use that one for this purpose, or else. And the another option is take the xerox and ask the principal or the person who are gazetted officer, who can put a green signature and seal. Try to ask them to give attestation, attested, verified, like that in the bottom, and then use it as a original. It is said that it is equal to the original documents. So that you can try. I have tried to work it. They considered. And originals you can give it if you get selected. You can give it in the later stage. You can say like that. That's for experience with the PG application. Mostly it works for UG, I would say. But if there is something different, please take it for that. Yeah, that's all. I think I need to close this live. 35 minutes, maybe. Okay. Wish you good luck, and thank you. Have a good day. Uh, okay, maybe I'll speak differently. There are some more analogies I can share from the things I'm seeing around, and Japanese etiquettes. Okay, I'll see later. So